shortage of drugs caused by the pandemic meant some patients receiving end-of-care life in their own homes suffered unnecessary pain. Official figures show the number of people dying at home rose by 42% in the year to March. There was also evidence that many hospices found themselves short of medicines, PPE and staff. Karen Morrison reports.
My mum was a really brave and beautiful woman. She loved her life and she lived it to the full. She really loved playing tennis. She'd play every week up until she became ill with the cancer.
Susan Lowe was 74 when she died last year from bowel cancer. After deciding to be looked after at home, her daughter Susan became her main carer, but the country went into lockdown weeks later.
We had a lot of difficulties getting hold of medicine. It would be sent electronically over to the local pharmacy. The pharmacy didn't have stocks. It was so frustrating. I think a couple of times I burst into tears in the actual pharmacy.
In a new survey of 1,000 unpaid carers commissioned by Marie Curie, nearly 2/3 of respondents said they didn't get all the support they needed to manage the pain of their loved one. 65% said they needed more respite care, and just over 3/4 said they took on more emotional burdens.
Many people, when given the option, will choose to spend their final weeks at home. But these problems were seen in professional settings too. At the start of the pandemic, hospices were not classed as a frontline NHS service, and they experienced shortages of PPE, medicines and staff.
I had a patient only last week where his family had to drive around 7 different pharmacies to try and find the medicine that he'd been prescribed for end of life. That family should have been spending those precious moments with their loved one.
Is that my mum died in pain, or more pain than she needed to be in.
Karen Morrison, BBC News.